Alright, you guys, welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. And in today's episode, I need to let you guys know a few things I've done off camera. First of all, I found this handy dandy nifty resources option. I didn't know I could paint the resources wherever I wanted to. I don't know if this has always been here and I'm just blind, or if it's new. I don't know. But either way, I have extended our ore production down to here so that I don't have to purchase that piece of land yet. I have gotten rid of quite a lot. This used to be all oil, so I got rid of all the oil instead of letting it stay that kind of like brownish color that you see on the ground. And I also got rid of quite a lot of other random areas. Like there was some randomly fertilized land here, and I didn't want to keep it there just because I know it changes the colors of the land a bit. So I did go around and did that, and I also went ahead and redid some of these districts that we have going on. So Daffodil Square used to go all the way over to here because it was all fertile land, but now this is all ore. So that's Cauldron Hills, and of course Daffodil District over here is still the same, and I just kind of like brushed off. We had a little bit of oil production here, but I made that more into fertilized land so that all the oil is just on this island and or on this section of land when I get over there. And after that, what else did I do? I did some reorganizing of this little on and off ramp. It looked like a mess. So I just went through and I cleaned it up a bit, made most of them go under and everything, but it all works out and it looks a lot nicer now. And I added this whole area of roads here. So for here we have a little bridge that splits off this way or splits off this way. And then here we have one-way roads that come down and then over and then back up again, keeping with the theme of how this is all one way here. And then it comes two ways here, but then one way back and up here. So I'm trying to keep it so that the flow of traffic goes in the same direction everywhere. Hopefully that'll work out. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping it does. And then over here, I did also add quite a bit of these commercial buildings, just regular ones to let them populate however they want, because we do desperately need some commercial buildings going on. And that's leads me to part of what I'm going to be doing in today's episode. Today's episode, we're going to be purchasing another piece of land right over here. Awesome possum. And then we're going to make this, you know how it's all like high rise, we're going to do the exact same thing on this side of the river as well, and go ahead and do a lot more of these high density shopping centers and commercial buildings. So a lot of this I'm going to let just the zoning do it on its own. However, there are a few taller buildings that I do want to make use of and make some nicer areas. We'll just see how much time I have in this episode because I really need to get the layout planned for it, as well as connect up the trains and the subway systems over here too, because I want them to be able to go back and forth between the two main pieces of land here with the subway and the train. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into this time lapse for it. If you guys do enjoy my time lapses, don't forget to leave a like down below to show your support. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button for City Skylines updates, and comment if you have anything you'd like to comment. But as always, I'll see you all on the other side of this time lapse. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I know I did. I certainly got quite a lot built in this episode. This entire thing just pretty much popped up out of nowhere, and I'm super excited with how it's turning out so far. I can't wait to I'm going to pretty much do this exact same thing here, and I can't wait to put it over here because it's going to be pretty much the exact same layout. And then in the middle, I want this to be mostly the commercial area, so maybe a lot of these commercial buildings will end up disappearing and moving to here, as well as putting in a few other bigger things. Like we have this ginormous mall here. I'm thinking of doing a few other things like that, like statues and parks. Kind of make it stand out a bit like we did over here to this smaller area, but definitely make it a lot more high scale and pretty and classier type scenario, you know? And then I don't remember if I told you this, but I expanded this for our oil industry, so that's going great. And I might need to start expanding more industries soon now that I have all these houses built in and everything. And on this side, I didn't mention it, but I did line all these things with all of these commercial buildings, and I'm going to fill it in eventually with these little houses that I had picked out. So this entire thing will be another little community of houses surrounded by the commercial areas on the outskirts. But that'll be done in another episode, which is why I did this in this episode. And I'm super excited with this area here. It looks a bit like a college campus, almost like the dorms, but they're really big in comparison. So I can't really think of what else to compare this to, but I really do like the way it turned out. These buildings look great. They have little pathways everywhere. Everyone's walking around. And of course they have their little subways here, their parks everywhere. It's great. And I just love the feel of it. It feels very nice, very, very, very nice. And it holds so many people. So many people. 120 households in one building. And that has almost 300. Yeah, 300 people here. Yeah, and this one over here holds only maybe max 100. So it's really cool. I love it. I love it so much. I wish I had more buildings like that, so I might be looking through the workshop later to see if there is any other buildings similar to that, because I really do love these buildings. Anyways, guys, though, I'm out of time for today's episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below to show your support for the series. If you're new here, don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want the best updates for City Skylines on my channel. And leave a comment if you'd like to as well. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys!